You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey B&B fans, it's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we've got some good news about the fate of Thomas Forrester and Hope Logan's romantic future. And it's all about some scenes that are coming up and sets they put up to stage these scenes that they're filming right now. We are going to unpack all of this and more, but first, please click subscribe if you have not. So, for fans of Thomas and Hope, February Sweeps has been a desert wasteland with a lack of appearances and any attention shown to this couple. You know, they are polarizing among fans. People either love Thop or they hate Thop. There's just not a lot of middle ground where Hope and her would-be fiance are concerned. Either way, whether you love them or hate them, they have been noticeably and distinctively absent during February Sweeps. I recently did a video of 3 ways that Brad Bell is ruining sweeps, in my opinion, of course. And one of my primary issues is him putting all the fan favorite couples on the back burner in favor of newbies with roofies and rape stories. Not exactly romance in the afternoon if you are watching these current episodes. So Steffi and Finn, you know, were on one of the, I think at this point, 11 or 12 Sweeps episodes that have aired so far in February. And Thomas and Hope have been on just 2 Sweeps episodes compared to Luna and RJ, who have been on every single Sweeps episode. Literally the last 12 episodes. That's more than 2 weeks every single day. When does that ever happen with really any characters? It just rarely does. On top of that, we have a spoiler for February Sweeps about Thomas and Hope that is not good, but that has not played out yet. So I am maybe hoping that this was one of those sloppy spoilers they issued and it won't manifest. We'll see. This spoiler says Xander Avant is coming back in Sweeps, and we're only halfway through, to be fair, to make more trouble for Thomas and Hope. So maybe he is back over the next couple of weeks. Sweeps ends on February 28th, which is, I think, a Thursday. Anyway, so far in the spoilers I've seen for this next week, the week of February 19th, I don't see Xander listed, but they usually give us pretty skimpy spoilers. So we will have more Zende and Luna scenes, and we know we are getting Steffi and Finn scenes next week, and also Thomas and Hope scenes next week, along with Steffi and Liam scenes next week. We are going to meet this new girl, Lucy, who I still wonder if she is Sheila Carter's crazy daughter, Daisy Carter Callahan, because she has a daughter named Lucy and she may be using her name. But we also know this Friday, which you should have seen by now, the 16th, there were some Thomas and Hope scenes. I heard some spoilers for them. So next week on Tuesday the 20th, we have more Thomas and Hope scenes. They will be in the design office at Forrester Creations. But with rumors going on that Xander's going to come back around to try and cause more trouble for Thomas, it obviously is worrisome because we are in Sweeps. And Sweeps is when they do big things with couples like weddings, engagements, makeups, and breakups. And I do know a lot of people would like to see Thomas and Hope break up. That includes fans. It includes Brooke and Steffi and Finn. So, you know, and then there's a whole other set of people that would like to see them get engaged and married. And then characters that are cheering for them, including Eric and RJ Forrester. So given these statements and accusations Xander was making and the fact that Finn was eating them up like a toddler with Jell-O pudding, I will just be happy if Thomas and Hope survive Sweeps together still as a couple, even if she still hasn't put that ring on her finger. So this good news that I mentioned comes from Casey Kasprike, who is a producer on Bold and the Beautiful. He shared a behind the scenes shot that has me very optimistic about Thomas's future with Hope. I am going to show you the picture. So Casey captioned this picture, shout out to the very talented Bold and the Beautiful art department. When we get the chance to put up up this living room set. I'm sorry, he said love when we get the chance to put up this living room set. I left the love off. So the picture that he posted with this caption is the living room of Thomas Forrester's home. And they pretty much only show Thomas's house when Hope Logan is there with him. We have seen it a few times over the past few months, and I cannot recall seeing it when Hope wasn't there. If Thomas was alone, she was about to show up. That's my recollection. So the first time we really saw the house was when Hope showed up over there right after Liam said he would not forgive her for kissing Thomas, even though she has given him so much forgiveness and grace over the years. That's when Hope took off her wedding ring and took Thomas up to the bedroom. That week, in fact, we saw a whole lot of Thomas's house. Well, really his living room, but mostly his bedroom, mostly the bedroom. And then Hope's mom, Brooke Logan, came creeping into his house when she should have respected his privacy. Even worse, Thomas's ex-stepmother decided to walk into his bedroom. Creepy factor of 9. Totally worth it to see the look on Brooke's face when she saw Hope naked in bed with Thomas having the time of her life. And even when Brooke was raging about it, Hope basically told her that she didn't plan on stopping, and she definitely hasn't stopped. So we've seen a couple of more scenes where Hope dropped by to see Thomas, and they had some really sweet moments at the house. We also had that little scene where Douglas Forrester, with the help of Donna Logan, made a romantic meal for his parents and served it at Thomas's new house, kind of like a little blind date for them. Based on this pattern, I feel like it can only be good news for fans of Thomas and Hope that they have the living room set of his house back up. That set being there means they are filming new Hope Thomas scenes that should air a month from now, basically mid-March. And what that tells me is, despite what Xander tried to pull and Finn cheerleading the accusations, Hope Logan remains with Thomas Forrester, even if she still hasn't said yes to his proposal. So what I'm really hoping is that they get domesticated soon. Maybe Hope agrees to move in with Thomas. I mean, it'd be nice to see her out of that dinky little cabin where she lived with Liam on her mom's property. I can't remember if Hope has lived anyplace else. I'm trying to remember. I do remember her at her mom's mansion when she was younger. I'm trying to remember her and Wyatt, if they were living at his Malibu beach house where Malibu Barbie RJ is living now. Either way, I definitely think Thomas and Hope need away from Brooke's prying eyes, and they need a house where Liam doesn't have a key and feels comfortable strolling in anytime he feels like it. Steffi Forrester needs to look into a locksmith for the same exact reason. All right. We hope that you enjoyed the few scenes of Thomas and Hope as the week of February 16th, well, the week of 12th through the 16th wrapped up. Look for more scenes of them the week of February 19th and beyond, because it looks like they will survive whatever storm that Finn and Xander try to bring on to break them up. Hey, please click subscribe if you haven't, and definitely drop your comments. Are you excited to see more Thomas and Hope still together in March? Be sure and come back often, because we are here talking B&B 7 days a week. And as always, it is Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.